Get ready for the automotive shockwave. Electric vehicle sales in the United States have taken a massive hit, plummeting to just 4.8% of the market in February, according to a study by S&P Global. This sharp decline follows a peak in the third quarter, just before the federal tax incentive ended. We dive into exactly what is driving this shift in the American market and how manufacturers are reacting to the changing landscape.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
But the story isn't just about the US slowdown. Across Europe, the situation is completely different, with EV registrations skyrocketing. Sales of fully electric cars in major European markets jumped by almost a third in the first quarter of 2026, fueled by drivers seeking alternatives to volatile petrol prices after the war in Iran caused massive spikes in fuel costs. We break down the incredible growth figures from e-mobility Europe and what this means for the continent's clean transport future. Next up, we look at the reality check for EV buyers. Consumer Reports just tested 26 current electric vehicles and found that 13 models exceeded their advertised range figures. We uncover which specific vehicles, including the 2026 Tesla Model Y and the 2024 BMW i4, fell short, and we explore the critical factors like highway driving and temperature that can drastically change your real-world EV range. Finally, we turn to the big players making tough calls. Jeep is shelving its only U.S. electric SUV, the Wagoneer S, for the 2026 model year, but they promise a massive comeback with the 2027 model featuring major upgrades. We also touch on the global picture as Nissan CEO Ivan Espinosa discusses consolidation pressures on Japan's automakers and his strategy for protecting the brand's future. Stay with us, because this is the automotive news you need to know. Electric vehicle sales in the United States have sharply declined, falling to just 4.8% of the market in February, according to a study by S&P Global. This represents a significant drop from last year, when EV sales peaked at 10.5% of the market in the third quarter, just before the end of the federal tax incentive. In stark contrast, electric vehicle registrations across Europe are surging. Sales of fully electric cars in key European auto markets jumped by nearly a third in the first quarter of 2026. This growth is attributed to consumer shifts away from combustion engines following the surge in petrol prices caused by the war in Iran. Data from e-mobility Europe and New Automotive shows that new battery electric vehicle, BEV, registrations rose 29.4% year-over-year to almost 560,000 in the quarter, with March alone seeing a 51.3% increase in 15 European markets. The European Union and Norway have seen the BEV market share reach record highs, hitting 24% in Q4 2025 and nearly 19% over the full year, underscoring Europe's position as a leader in clean transport. The disparity is partly explained by fuel costs. Gasoline prices in Europe are significantly higher than in the US. For instance, regular gasoline costs nearly twice as much in countries like France, Switzerland, and Germany. While European EV sales benefit from varied country-specific subsidies, ranging from over $1,000 in France to more than $10,000 in Greece and Poland, alongside incentives like Norway's free registration, the lack of comparable incentives in the US has impacted adoption. This loss of tax benefits contributed to a 37% decrease in new electric vehicle registrations in February compared to the previous year, pushing the US EV market share below 5%. In response to these market shifts, automakers selling in the US have adjusted their strategies. Analysts note that manufacturers are grappling with tariff costs, slower than expected demand, and easing regulations. Hyundai and Kia have modified EV offerings and availability in the US, partly in reaction to the 15% tariffs on vehicles imported from South Korea. Specific model adjustments include Hyundai canceling the 2026 Kona EV due to inventory issues, stripping down the Ioniq 6, Volvo dropping the X30, and Honda discontinuing its Zero Series EVs. Conversely, Toyota is showing strong growth, with EV registrations rising 77% to 3,066 in February, driven by the push of its BZ model supported by substantial incentives. The Tesla Model Y and Model 3 continue to dominate the U.S. market, with significant sales figures in 2025. The overall trend suggests that while incentives play a role, market readiness, cost considerations, and consumer preferences for traditional vehicles continue to shape the electric vehicle landscape. Consumer Reports has released findings indicating that 13 electric vehicle models exceeded their advertised range estimates in independent testing, offering crucial real-world context for potential buyers. Range remains a critical factor when selecting an EV, especially for drivers planning long trips. While newer models boast impressive figures, the gap between manufacturer claims and actual performance can be significant. The standard for determining electric vehicle range in the U.S. is the Environmental Protection Agency's (EPA) estimates. However, Consumer Reports conducted rigorous testing, putting 26 current EVs through range assessments to verify these advertised figures. The results showed that 13 models surpassed their EPA-estimated ranges. These vehicles include the 2025 Audi A6 Sportback e-tron, 2024 Tesla Cybertruck, 2026 Tesla Model Y, 2023 BMW i4, 2024 Cadillac Lyriq, 2025 Volvo X90, 2023 BMW i5, 2024 Kia EV9, 2023 Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV, 2025 Volkswagen ID Buzz, 2025 Mini Countryman SE All-4, 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5N, and the 2024 Fiat 500e. Analysis revealed that half of the tested EVs did not meet their EPA-estimated highway range. While most models fell short by only a few miles, some, such as the 2023 Lucid Air and 2025 Rivian R1S, missed their estimates by over 50 miles. Consumer Reports attributes this discrepancy to the testing methodology, noting that EPA tests are conducted in a simulated lab environment, combining highway and city driving scenarios. Real-world driving conditions significantly impact an EV's range. CR's highway tests were conducted at a constant 70 mph, highlighting that EVs are generally less efficient on the highway compared to gasoline vehicles, which contributes to lower real-world figures than EPA estimates. Furthermore, temperature plays a major role. EVs lose up to 25% of range at 16 degrees Fahrenheit while driving at 70 mph, though warmer weather can improve performance. Experts also suggest that manufacturer optimism or caution in setting range claims can influence real-world performance. Consumer Reports advises prospective buyers to consult independent sources like their findings before making a final purchase decision, ensuring they understand the true range they can expect. Jeep has announced that its only electric SUV in the United States, the Wagoneer S, will not receive a 2026 model year, though the company promises significant improvements in a future iteration. The decision follows a slowdown in sales, attributed to shifts in policy under the Trump administration and heightened competition. Last year, Stellantis sold 10,864 Wagoneer S models in North America, a sharp decline from the 2,595 units sold in the first quarter of 2025. A company spokesperson confirmed to Automotive News that Jeep will forego the 2026 model year designation in North America as the brand prepares to debut the 2027 Jeep Wagoneer S. The spokesperson added that Stellantis is currently pacing production for the new model. The upcoming 2027 Jeep Wagoneer S is slated to feature substantial upgrades, including enhanced battery performance and software, alongside the integration of a NACS port, which will allow drivers to utilize Tesla superchargers. In the interim, the 2025 Jeep Wagoneer S remains available for purchase or lease at dealerships, though details regarding remaining inventory and sales duration are still pending. This news follows earlier statements from Stellantis CEO Antonio Filosa, indicating that plans for an all-electric Jeep Renegade in the U.S. have been shelved. Looking ahead, Jeep is still targeting the launch of the Recon EV, described as the first and only fully electric trail-rated SUV, sometime this year. The 2026 Jeep Recon EV is priced starting at $65,000, before a $1,995 destination fee. Stellantis plans to commence production of the Recon EV in early 2026 at its Toluca assembly plant in Mexico. Lexus has been cited testing its three-row electric vehicle in Germany, marking a significant step ahead of its anticipated debut in the Japanese market this May, according to recent reports from Automotive News. In broader automotive news, Nissan's CEO Ivan Espinosa addressed the intense consolidation pressures facing Japan's 7 major automakers. Espinosa detailed the challenges, including the strategic focus on body-on-frame vehicle plans, and provided an update on the progress of the partnership with Honda. Furthermore, the CEO expressed openness to capital tie-ups as a strategy to safeguard the brand's future and stability in the competitive landscape.